Hi everybody, hello and welcome to Ascension to Love with Alice. We are here to do a weekly angelic foresight, a week at a glance, right? We're going to be calling in all angels, guides, ascended beings of love and light, shining ones, ancient ones, ascended beings and masters. We're just going to call in the divine in all sense of the word divine, that beautiful, unconditional love, unity consciousness, highest of high, beautiful, pure energy, to help us have a little look at what energies we have coming into our week, the week commencing Monday the 20th of September all the way through to the 26th, which is a Sunday. So we've got a wonderful week ahead. That is starting with a full moon on Monday or on Tuesday if you are from the UK onwards in your time zone. So that is going to be a full moon in Pisces. There is already a video out on my YouTube about that if you want to have a little cheeky look and see what's coming up there. We also have Mercury going retrograde at the end of the week. So that's going to be very, very powerful. We are already in the shadow phase of Mercury retrograde, right? And Mercury retrograde is a wonderful time to go inwards, to complete projects that we've already started, to really get to know our inner workings a little bit better. All retrogrades always offer that. But what I'm really keen to do right now is actually just start by pulling some archangel cards and seeing which archangels are going to support us through this week, because the whole point of these videos is to really help you understand and navigate what energy is coming through from everywhere, from the sun, the moon, the earth, all the other planets, whatever is coming through from the angelics, the divine that is, however it's manifesting, and how that may influence and encourage us so that we can flow with ease rather than resist that energy, right? Because when we resist, things just get difficult. When we flow, we then get to expand and ascend and just do these amazing things and have amazing experiences. So let's see. Ooh, hello. Lady Gaia jumping straight out here. So Lady Gaia is saying hello straight away. So I'm just gonna pull all the archangel cards that want to come out first. We're gonna do it that way. But she reminds us, she's already here talking, so we're just going to translate this as it comes through. But she reminds us that we are very, very welcome here on earth, right? It's we chose to come here to learn, to expand, to grow, and sometimes we forget that when we are birthed into our physicality, we can forget that we came here to experience contrast so that our soul can expand and grow. It's a place of ebb and flow, cycles. It's a cyclical planet, right, with seasons, with day and night and sun and moon and everything like that. She also reminds us to open our root chakra, because when we start to feel like we are, that we don't want to be here, that we don't belong here, that we want to know, like, where do I come from? I come from another star system, I know this. Well, actually, we come from everywhere, right? We may have resonance with other star systems, but really you are an earthling. You are here on earth, right? We are here on earth. So I know for the longest time I would resonate with Pleiadian and Arcturian and Syrian and all of these, but as time has shifted and changed, the resonance of those places, although they are still very, very strong, we expand and we understand that it is greater than that. We've had many lifetimes on all of the planets, on all of those places, and Lady Gaia is reminding us of that. And it's because of our experience, because of our growth, because of our level of mastery that we are actually here right now. Wow, this is a powerful message to start off this reading. So she reminds us, she absolutely reminds us. On the bottom of the deck is Archangel Rochelle. They work together so much. I think I actually did I have a short Archangel series on YouTube where we connect with different archangels, and Archangel Rochelle and Lady Gaia were actually joined together because what this beautiful archangel does is help us be on our divine path, right? So I would really recommend watching. They're only about 10-15 minutes, those videos, but I really highly recommend watching the video where both of these two are in that, and that's just on my YouTube channel. You can just search back. But let's have a look at who else is coming out here. So she says, sorry. Ooh, a lot of stuff coming in right now from Lady Gaia. She thanks you, she loves you, but stay connected with her. Stay connected with the planet that we are made from. We are made from the stars. The Earth is also a star. We are here right now focused on Earth. Let's not forget that. And when we open our sacral and our root chakra, we ground into the Earth and we feel really connected really high frequency, right? And we're still able to receive all those downloads, and we're still able to be multidimensional and travel through space and time, right? Travel through into other planetary systems. I nip off to Venus and Sirius and the Pleiades and, you know, Neptune and various places quite frequently. And, you know, and I still say I'm from Earth because that's how I'm focused right now, right? So let's not forget that. But who else is helping us this week? We've got Archangel Jeremiah. Ooh, so this is going to be a week that maybe challenges are going to come up here. We've got this purple. I always get reminded of violet flame when I see Jeremiah in purple. But look at that waterfall there. You know, we've got all this watery energy with the full moon in Pisces, with Neptune being so close as well. Neptune will be within 7 degrees of the moon. So that's bringing that extra flow state, that extra intuitive aspect there. And like I say, do check out the full moon video. And yeah, do check out that full moon video, and do, you know, spend time connecting with water, with salt water, cleansing your auric field. You know, there are so many challenges that may want to show up right now, because the thing is as well, Pisces is the last sign in the zodiac. So to have a full moon in Pisces, it's like a completion, right? So anything that you've been asking for, your soul has been asking for, that may want to come through in the emotional body this week, right? So we may feel this, you know, we may feel that tumultuous or the flows of the waves this week. But it's Archangel Jeremiah reminds us that, you know, if you relax, and it's like if you're swimming, right? So if you relax, you will flow with things. It will be easy, it will be smooth. And it's like if you're swimming, right, and you want to tread on water, you need to relax. You need to relax to tread that water, right? It's when you start to flap about a little bit, you know, and try to keep yourself above the water that you can't do it. But when you relax, that's when you start treading the water, you know? And that's what Jeremiah reminds us to do as well, you know, and also have compassion for one another this week. Because especially if you are living with people who may not be tuned in as spiritually as you are, or encountering other people, whether they are in a close space, such as your home, your workplace, or in a grander scheme of things, such as governing bodies, things like that, right? Take things with a pinch of salt, and salt's actually going to be a very good thing to work with this week because of the purifying, cleansing aspect of that beautiful element, right? And let's see if we've got another Archangel Sandalphon. Look at this. This ties in so perfectly. Archangel Sandalphon is known as the messenger of God. He literally, they take the prayers up to God, right? So whatever your soul wants, that message goes straight up there. Oh gosh, and I've got Raziel on the bottom of the deck. Oh, I love Raziel. Sandalphon also governs the Earth Star chakra. That is the chakra below your feet, grounding you into the earth, grounding you into Lady Gaia, right? And also opening up your soul path, your higher timeline. When we work with Archangel Sandalphon, when we open up our Earth Star and we allow that to anchor in light, when we let the energies that are coming in from above go through our heart, go down through our solar plexus, our navel, our sacral, through our root, we open that root up and connect it with the Earth Star. When we do that, or we can tune into our highest potential, our divine potential, right? We feel so fulfilled with that, you know, and we then start to bring harmony. Harmony starts to flow around us, and it's really beautiful. And I just want to give a little shout out to Archangel Raziel here, just because he is on the bottom of the deck, and he's very, very powerful archangel to work with right now, because this is all about those timelines weaving and choosing the timeline that you want, right? You know, accessing really mastery, real master knowledge, right? You know, going to the halls of Amenti and gleaning information from your mastery lifetimes, drawing those back. And you know what? If you are called to do any soul retrieval, any karma balancing, if you want to access higher gifts and things like that, please feel very welcome to book in for a quantum healing session. Please feel very welcome to reach out to inquire as to what that looks like, right? Because what's really interesting is that we've all had lifetimes as ascended masters, right? We all have. As master souls, we are all walking masters in our own right, right? But it's whether we're embodying that, it's whether we are remembering that, and it's whether we are we have access to that, because you know there may be resistance within the physical, mental, or emotional body, and if so, then we need to clear that. We need to work on healing that, right? So that we have space created for that wisdom to come in. But this is a great week for it, which is really, I love it. I was going to use these cards, but I don't want to use those anymore. So. Let's see, what do I have? Okay, I'm gonna I'm going to work with these ones because this is what I've just got to hand. So we're going to look at what challenges we may have, and this is going to come from the Work Your Light Oracle deck. So what challenges may we see this week? Inner temple, so that portal of the heart, the mirroring aspect as well I see here. So especially in relationships, if there's anything, if there are any points of expansion in your relationship, whatever your relationship is, that could be a partner dynamic, romantic relationship, that could be a partnership in any other sense of the word, that could be a family dynamic. But what we're seeing here is that, you know, really spend time focusing in on your heart, building the love, building your light body from that heart space. Because as within, so without, whatever you are radiating at, whatever frequency you are embodying, we are embodying, that is what is going to get mirrored outwardly. So it's really important when we light up our heart, that lights up the hearts of everyone else around us as well, right? So this could be a little bit of a challenge if you are, and I actually just did a video on this in my private group, but how we connect with one another energetically, right? And you see here on this picture, you've got this person with her heart lit up, and then fingers together there's a light. So whatever is going on in your heart space, whatever energy is within and around you right now, and within and around another person, when you are spending time with those, whether that is in your thoughts or whether you're verbally talking to them, virtually talking to them, physically seeing, touching, talking to them, that energy is going to connect and exchange, right? So if we don't want to take on others' energies, then we really need to expand our hearts, because when our hearts are full of love, anything coming towards us gets transmuted and becomes love as well. And that's really important. That's what they really want to bring in here. So the devotion to your personal practice of love, right, it's going to be so important this week, so that we don't get bowled over by any unexpected energies. Because what do we tend to do when we get bowled over by unexpected energies? We tend to want to blame something, right? Anyone been there before? Oh my God, the moon's full and that's why I'm feeling like this. Oh my God, Mercury's in retrograde and that's why I'm feeling like this. No, we're in resistance rather than flow. That's what it is, okay? That's what it is. We have the Pleiades coming in. Oh my gosh, I love the Pleiades. I think they came in for the full moon reading as well. I'm not sure, I'll have to double check that, but I think the Pleiades came in on the full moon reading as well, which is very powerful. So the Pleiades are coming in here to help uplift our energy this week. So with this coming in and kind of the challenges, it may seem like we may feel this heaviness, this blanket of heaviness this week, or we could do if we are not working with our heart space enough, if we're not grounding enough, if we're not being conscious enough and intentional with our connection to our breath and things like that. The Pleiades are master healers. They're incredible. They bring such unconditional love. That beautiful blue light, that rose of the Pleiades. You know, there is more than one reason why we're here. We are all here for a reason. And, you know, part of it is to uplift one another. But the main thing is to expand our own soul, right? Because the thing is that I am divine, I am God, but so are you. You are God, you are divine. And when we all understand that, we start to realize that I am you and you are me. And that's the beauty of it all, right? So when we see this double mission, when we see this card, it's very much realizing when we kind of have that, give ourselves the space to go, oh my gosh, wow, everything's so beautiful. And we focus in on the love, we start to see that within the other people as well. And that is so powerful and important. Play, express, allow yourself to be silly and to dance and to be a bit frivolous and celebrate. And it's going to be really important this week, because like we say, when there is resistance in in any of the bodies, especially the emotional body, but also the physical body, we need to move our body, we need to laugh, right? We need to let that emotion out, right? And sometimes we need to cry and do it that way, and that's okay. But it feels like this week is going to be specific for the emotional body, releasing resistance and creating space, because we want to have more joy, we have to create space, right? So definitely play. That's going to be super important. So please remember to play this week, okay? Birthing a new age. Oh yeah. And this is the thing, we've got the equinox as well, right? Equal day, equal night on the Wednesday, right? The 22nd, when the sun moves from Virgo into Libra as well, that balance is coming through, right? We get to birth something brand new, and it's so poignant and perfect. I'll probably do a video on the equinox actually, because it's so poignant and perfect, because it's equal day, equal night. Wherever you are in the world, northern or southern hemisphere, you're at an equinox. We are at an equinox. That divine masculine energy meeting the divine feminine energy in perfect balance and union, and creating something. Creating in the image of the divine. It's time to birth a new age. So what we focus on magnifies, right? So and that's not to have fear of expressing emotion and things like that if it's not super, super happy, because actually what then you are focusing on is the fear that you can't express, right? So when we allow ourselves to be so present in the moment and allow whatever emotion to arise, whatever resistance to clear, when we allow it to do that in the space that it wants to do that in, wow, does time expand for you? Wow, do you get rewarded by the universe? Really. It's going to be a week of boundaries, right? A week of you being given opportunities. So this will be in the physical world. This will be with experience of being able to reinstate boundaries in a sovereign way, in a love-based way, not necessarily in a fear-based way where we're like, you need to stay away, there's too much energy, I need to put a boundary in, but more in a boundary of love where you're able to say no to things, where you're able to, to not pick up the phone, where you're able to actually put your phone in airplane mode and just be with yourself today. You're not obligated to anyone, right? And when you start to put boundaries around your own energy field in that way, in a really good way, then what happens is you are showing the universe with action that you are ready for the next thing, right? But the thing is that if we don't start to show that, and don't start to recreate the patterns that we have known, the relationship that we've had with ourselves, if we don't start to shift that relationship by showing ourselves our new truth, then we kind of block ourselves from manifesting what we want, because we don't actually believe it. We say that we want something, but our actions don't align. And it's the action, it's the intention, it's all of those things that actually create the manifestation, right? The thought, the belief, and the belief is reaffirmed by the action, right? So that's super important. I'm going to reach for the unicorns. I'm just going to call on a couple of unicorns, just a couple of messages, just to really wrap up this week. I know we've got a Mercury retrograde. There'll be a video on that this week. I'll probably do a little short video on the equinox. One of the cards just flew all the way over there. 2 seconds. Open to abundance. Wow, we've still got this theme of abundance. Last week was incredibly abundant. It came through in the cards, and everyone I know has been messaging me about how abundant their week has been, how lucky their week has been, how easy it's been to manifest abundance, right? And that looks like it's going to be continuous if we work on our self-worth, right? If we open ourselves up to receive, and this is so important. Lady Gaia started out by saying that. That's that root chakra. Open the root chakra, allow yourself to receive, right? Believe that you have plenty within you, right? When you connect with your heart, when you do the exercise with your heart, that we've been talking about here, when we do that, wow, we then become abundant in heart space, and that abundance might show up as love and connection, and when we bring that light into the heart, but that translates into everything. Abundance is a universal language of love, of friendship, of connection, of prosperity, of things like that, right? Open your heart. Here's the next card. That's too funny. Love yourself and dare to be vulnerable. The strength really lies in being vulnerable, feeling safe, and even if you don't feel it, trusting that you are safe to be vulnerable, to express, to feel. Fear stops us otherwise, and we're not here to play small, not in this lifetime. And finally, one more card. Okay, this one, soul satisfaction. Oh yeah. Do things this week that fill you up. Look at all these lit up hearts here. Do things that fill you up this week. It's going to be so important. And just watch how your week expands so beautifully. Oh, for real. Honor your uniqueness. Honor the fact that you are different. You are individual, right? You're part of the collective, absolutely. But you're also individual. You can't be put in a box. You don't want to do that anyway. Why would we want to do that anyway? When we get put in a box, there's separation there, right? So we don't need to be defined by someone else's validation, someone else's articulation. We are us. We are, right? I am. We are God. In every sense of the word, we are abundant. We are divine. And we're beginning to remember that a lot. But really, we need to make sure that we are doing the physical actions that validate our thought patterns, or the ones that we are creating right now. So I say all that, I'm going to start to wrap this video up, but I just want to say, Monday the 20th, Melissa Virtue and I are doing a wonderful call, Priestess of the Golden Age. It's part 2. It's the light within, The call that we had on the 6th with the new moon was incredibly powerful. It activated and ignited so many, and we've received such wonderful feedback, so thank you for everyone that shared that feedback. But part 2 is upon us. We are so excited. You can find more info in the bio. You can see the videos and the reels that we've done on that, but we look forward to seeing you on Monday. And if you can't make it live, there is a replay which is just as powerful and to be viewed in your own divine time. So we send you so much love, so many blessings, and have the most beautiful week. Bye for now.